Good evening and good afternoon to everyone. My name is Loganesha, son of M. Chandran. My matrix number is D57460, and in this video, I'm going to talk about a- adaptation of air breathing respiration in air breathing fishes. So let's go. Air breathing fishes are those that respire using aerial gas, aerial gas exchange of or in addition to that of the water. Air breathing fishes are equipped with one or more modified respiratory structure to breathe, such as modified air bladders, lungs, skins, or gills. Some air breathing fishes rely mainly on gills with supplemental gas exchange from aerial breathing when conditions are poor or it is too costly to obtain oxygen from water. Other air breathers require continuous regular surface breathing. Yet another group of air breathing fishes are amphibious, venturing to land either in an active or inactive. Air breathing fishes is believed to have evolved in response to aquatic hypoxia in freshwater habitats and in response to periodic immersion in marine habitats. All air-breathing fishes are in fact bimodal breathers because they retain gills that have a role in gas exchange, in particular excretion of carbon dioxide and ammonia into water. The simplest air-breathing organ is skin, which can only take up from oxygen from air when the animals emerge and the gills collapse and no longer function for any oxygen uptake. Many air-breathing fishes have evolved an ability to gulp air and store it in well-vascularized internal organs, which can be a true lung or a modified swim bladder, diverticula of the buccal, opercular, and pharyngeal cavities, or the gut. These organs enable them to breathe air not only when exposed to the air but also when in water. This requires excursions to the surface and provides greater capacity to regulate respiratory partitioning and oxygen uptake from air. Although the majority of air breathing fishes are found in trophic areas. They also inhabit temperature areas, and species of umbriel, the Alaska blackfish, lives above the Arctic Circle. The extent to the which the various species rely on air barriers on a spectrum from facultative will not drown if they denied access to the surface. To obligate, they must have access to aerial oxygen. Although classifying a given species as obligate has proven to be highly dependent upon experimental and environmental conditions. So, in the scope of adaptation in respiratory of air-breathing fishes, the diversity of air-breathing fish is reflected in the range of organs they use for aerial respiration, which include the lung, the gas bladder, the buccal, the branchial and opercular chambers, and the esophagus, stomach and intestine, pneumatic duct, and the gills and skin. These organs are collectively termed air breathing organs, which is called as abios. Lungs are the fictional abio in two primitive groups, the lungfish and the polyptrids. All other primitive air breathers use a respiratory gas bladders. Although these two organs are homologous and it is thought that the gas bladder evolved from the lung, the steps in this transition is remain problematic. In addition, the respiratory gas bladders appear to have independently evolved in many derived teleodes. The other types of abios reflect the evolutionary cost of teleos in which the gas bladder becomes lost or so specialized that its morphology was beyond the point remodeling for aerial respiration. The respiratory epithelium in fish abios ranges from complex to simple. Many amphibious fish breathe using air breathe air using little more than gills and skin, which in some cases have specialization for amphibious breathing. Air breathing ventilation entails gulping, buccal force pumping, swallowing, organ concentration, coughing, emesis, and flatulence. In, in anabanthoids and canids, which have non-complaint abios, Hydraulic pumping and normal and reverse flows similar to coughing are used to replace old air with new air. These are the adaptation of respiratory. Being the only group of animals that can breathe both air and water efficiently, air-breathing fishes are intriguing result of opposing evolutionary forces with much more knowledge yet to be gained about their physiology, and in particular behavioral ecology. The respiration they remain a small minority of the total number of bony fish species, indicating that biodominant respiration is not necessarily a successful strategy for fish in general. So these are the adaptation of respiratory in with air breathing fishes. The knowledge that I gained is not enough, but I think I did my best. Thank you.